Hi, my name is Lauren Kyle, and I've been invited to do an 8-week Hatha floor yoga for you, which is really a gentle, slow yoga. So it's not going to have a lot of power. We're going to have a nice start with poses on our back, moving up into standing position, doing a few balance poses, and then coming back down to relaxation. So every week I'll try to introduce some new poses. And I just want to show you what you're going to need. If you have a bolster, you can bring a bolster or a wrapped up blanket, which you could use to prop yourself if you need it. If you have any yoga blocks as well, just like these, have some water as well. And then a chair as well that has no armrests. And you may also use the wall, because when we're going into balance poses, you could be a bit wobbly. So I just invite you to have these pieces with you, and also just be aware that we will be showing some modifications too, just to work your way into the full pose. Okay, look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Lauren, and I'm here to, on behalf of ECOL, to offer you an 8-week gentle yoga practice. And in this practice, we marry the breath with all our movements. So it's not a power yoga. We're going to have some invigorating aspects to it with sun salutations, but we're going to often begin with gentle hip openers, and then some nice forward bends and spinal twists. And at the end, we'll do some balance poses. So that's what we're going to be working on: flexibility and balance, and just, getting in touch with a practice of awareness, so that you're moving with conscious awareness. And in yoga, we don't judge the body, we accept the body where it's at. So when you notice any discomfort, you're just going to back off a bit and just trust that the body is where it's at. And then you'll notice as we go through the 8 weeks that you may be able to get a little bit more flexible, because that's what happens as we have a practice. We become a little bit more flexible, we have a little bit more balance, and we're just a little bit more accepting of things as they are. So it's a practice of acceptance and compassion, self-care. So I'm sitting on a cushion, and so it's always nice to have a cushion for your practice, or a rolled up towel. A blanket is really nice for Shavasana at the end. And if you have any yoga blocks, these are also helpful as well, because sometimes you might need, especially in the beginning classes, if you're new to yoga, of course. Some of you are more accomplished, and that's good. Okay, so we're going to begin now by making your way gently to the floor. And we do that with grace. Again, nice slow movements. Rolling down and then just gently coming down to the floor. And this is Shavasana. So you're going to bring your chin down. So if your chin is up like this, you just want to gently bring it down. And you're looking up to the sky, and your hands are facing upwards, and your feet are just gently parted. So you're going to allow yourself and make any movements so that your body is resting on the floor, and just gently moving your ears away from your shoulders, and smiling with your eyes helps to relax the facial muscles as well. So now, closing your eyes, you're going to place your hands on your belly, and we're going to begin belly breathing. So you're going to inhale, and you're going to fill your belly with air. And then exhale gently, pressing the belly button towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Just notice if you're tense, just relaxing those muscles as you continue to belly breathe. Now we're going to move into the full breath, and you're going to bring the belly breath up into the center of your chest and then up to the upper area of the chest. So let's go ahead and breathe in. And eventually to the top. Now exhale, letting go your top breath, your chest, your belly. Inhale, filling the belly, the center of the chest, and the top. Exhaling from the top, center, and lastly your belly. Inhale your belly, center, and the top. Exhale, top, center, belly. Just go ahead and practice this on your own. And 2 more breaths. Last breath. Now we're just going to do a body scan. When we're in our full breath, we're actually giving our system what it needs. The mind, the body are being oxygenated. And so it creates full cognitive abilities. And so when we're not breathing properly, we can go into the stress response. So in yoga, the breath is never compromised for the pose. It's always marrying the breath with movement. And so now that we've nourished our system a little bit, we're going to do a body scan from our toes upwards. So just taking a look at where any tension is in the body and having the intention to release it. Notice tension. And just sending your breath into that tension will dissolve it. And just your awareness as well. And just becoming ever more relaxed, releasing all tension, allowing your body to be drawn into the floor. If you're more relaxed now, just begin to breathe naturally. And just noticing how your breath just becomes easier as your tension is released. And now we're going to move into our first pose. And this is a wonderful pose for any digestive issues. It's wonderful to nourish the internal organs. So we're going to start with both knees. So inhale, exhale, gently bringing both knees up. And again, wherever you can reach, this might be good right here, just, holding them. And if you can clasp them a little more closer, and you can clasp your hands, whichever is most comfortable for you at this time. So right now this feels a little constricted, so I'm going to just hold my knees like this. And you're going to inhale, exhale, just reaching your head up towards your knees. Then inhale, exhale. You can also keep your head on the ground. You don't have to lift if you don't wish to. You can just draw the knees in closer to the chest if you prefer, whichever you prefer. So now, holding your knees up, you're just going to have some gentle micro movements to the left and right, just nourishing the spine, just gently, continuing to breathe. And now you're going to release your right leg to the floor, but you're going to continue to hold. You'll find this easier now to clasp your fingers together, like with your hands around your knees, whichever way is most comfortable for you. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to inhale, exhale, draw the knee closer, and you can also go ahead and lift if you prefer. Just choose which is best for you. And again, this massages the internal organs. And then release to inhale. Exhale, draw the knee back in. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Then you're just going to gently allow that leg to slide down next to the other one. Just making some movement so that your ears and your shoulders aren't constricted together. And just notice how the left leg is longer than the right, just by those gentle movements. So now inhale, exhale, you're going to draw the right leg up. Again, you can interlace the fingers, or you can just place your hands one on top of the other, whichever is best for you, allowing the chin to come down as long as it's not pointed upwards. Remembering to breathe. Smile with your eyes if you'd like, again releasing tension in the face. And also being a little bit playful too, because yoga is about just letting go tension and holding on and just getting back in touch with your natural self. So now breathing in, releasing. Exhale, drawing the knee in. You can bring the head up if you'd like, whichever you prefer. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now bringing that foot down to the floor and sliding it down in full extension, and just noticing now how both sides feel equal. Just a little less constricted, more expansive. Now inhale, Exhale, you're going to bring both feet to the width of the mat. And you can have your eyes closed for this and just listen to my voice, or whichever you prefer. My eyes are open and my hands are going to come out to the side here. And this is the first spinal twist for the practice. You're just going to inhale, exhale, gently release the knees towards the floor. See if you can bring your left knee down, and if not, wherever it is perfect. Just honor the body again where it's at. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, going to the other side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale, coming up and just resting here for a moment. And now bringing the left foot to the center of the mat and the right leg. And again, if this is too much for you, you can just go back to doing the windshield wipers. Again, releasing the chin down. And you're just resting this ankle on top of your the lower thigh here. And again, bringing the hands out. Inhale, exhale, gently allowing the right knee to go down. This is a little deeper. Again, go to the windshield wiper if this is too much. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Just nice, slow movements with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up and release the foot to the floor. And in yoga, what we do on one side, we always do on the other. So now you're going to inhale and exhale. You're going to place your left ankle over top here at your right leg. Hands back down to the floor. Inhaling, exhale. Just releasing that knee towards the floor. It's a deeper twist. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, going to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And releasing. And gently extending into Shavasana. Closing your eyes. Your hands are facing upwards, allowing your ankles to just gently relax open. Shoulders away from your ears. And notice the benefits of your practice. And now you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. And your hands are going to remain in this V, and this is bliss pose. Just allowing your knees to just gently reach towards the floor, and your back is pressed gently into the floor, making any adjustments. And this is where you can also use towels if you need to make any adjustments. If this is too much, you You can always place a towel underneath your sacrum area here as well. And breathe. This is a beautiful resting pose. And now bringing our knees up. We're going to just gently let them fall to the side and the hand comes over. And we just gently make our way up. Okay, so I hope everyone's feeling good. Again, we're just waking up the spine and the hips and giving them a little bit of love, because our hips especially get tight. And so it's nice to start with hip openers and a gentle spinal twist. And so this is butterfly. Now, this might be too much to be sitting on the floor, so you could take your blocks or a bolster or a cushion and you can sit on them if you'd like. Well, I'm just going to show you the modified version too, so you could sit like this. The whole goal though is to keep your shoulders back. We don't want to be hunching. When we hunch, we're actually constricting our lungs, which can send us into fight or flight. Because with this movement here, we're not breathing as we should be. So bringing the shoulders back allows our lungs to fill up. And now we're in what we call the parasympathetic nervous system. And it's the one that releases all the happy hormones that put out the stress hormones from the sympathetic nervous system, which again is caused by very shallow breathing. Okay, so this is what you can do. I'm going to show you the modified version, and then I'm going to remove the blocks and just move into the normal version. So for those of you who can, clasping your ankles, and you're just holding them like this, and you're sitting with your shoulders back. Otherwise, the modified version, and you're going to look up, breathing in. Exhale. Looking towards your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Looking up, sitting nice and tall, allowing your knees to be drawn towards the floor, and exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. And releasing. There we go. So now we're just extending our legs and just going to do a nice gentle massage. Okay. So this is where you can also use a towel or something that kind of lifts you up a little bit more, because we're going to do a forward bend. Okay, so if you want, that just is helpful. Otherwise, you sit with your sitting bones pressed firmly into the floor, sitting tall again. Again, opening up our rib cage for our lungs, smiling with our eyes, breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, gently coming forward. You could bend your knees if you'd like, if that helps. Otherwise, just gently reaching as far as you can, relaxing the shoulders from the ears, and breathing. Gently walking your hands up, and you're going to stack your vertebrae one after the other until you bring your head up last, moving nice and slowly, letting out a noticing if you feel just a little bit more relaxed. Okay, now we're going to do this a second time because you'll notice that you're likely going to be able to reach a little deeper. So breathing in, exhale, gently folding forward, seeing if you can reach a little bit more. Looking up if you'd like, and exhale down. Releasing the shoulders from the ears. And breathing. And if it's too much, just back off. Again, honor the body where it's at. It's a practice of self-care. And walking your hands gently up and stacking the vertebrae, bringing the head up last. And one more. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move into another spinal twist. So you're going to begin. We're going to do the modified version for this one. So you can sit as best you can like this. If you want, you can continue to just bring the sacrum up a little bit more, whichever is more comfortable for you. Okay, sitting tall, and you're going to bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and this hand's going to just gently be on the floor behind you, and the fingertips are pointing that way, so they're not pointing in, they're pointing out. Okay, so you're going to sit tall, breathing in, exhale, looking over that back shoulder. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, just looking a little deeper and deepening that twist. And releasing. And now the right hand goes to the outside of the left knee, and that hand again with the fingertips pointing outward, sitting tall, breathing in. Exhale, looking over that back shoulder. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, just a little deeper. Now just gently coming back slowly. So that's the modified version, and you can go ahead and do the modified version if this one is just a little too much for you. So you can extend your legs, and you're going to bring the right foot to the outside of your left knee. And ideally, if you can clasp the knee in towards the chest, that's again massages the internal organs. Otherwise, you can just release it to where it's possible. So again, honoring where it's at now. Hand goes behind, sitting tall, breathing in, exhale, looking over the back shoulder. And this is where you just want to do a counter stretch, just a gentle movement. And sitting up tall, bringing that leg back down to the floor, a nice gentle massage. And now we're going to go to the other side. So inhale, exhale, bringing that left foot to the outside of the right. And again, with the right arm, if you can clasp it in towards the chest, that's great. If not, again, you'll get better at this as you have more practice. So just wherever you can reach, this hand goes behind you, sitting tall, breathing in, exhale. And counter stretch to the other side. And sitting up, nice massage. Okay, now we're going to bring our knees to the mat, and we're going to go into table. Just make any clothing adjustments you need to. Okay, so now you've got your knees hip-width apart and your hands are directly below your shoulders. And you're going to inhale and you're going to arch your back looking up. Exhale, pressing into your hands. You're going to arch the other way and your belly button reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, arching and breathing. Exhale. Inhale. And then coming back to tabletop. And we're going to thread our hand right now. Now this might be a little challenging for you. And if it is, just go back to doing cat and cow and continuing. But for those of you who would like to do this one, what you're going to do is you're going to inhale and you're going to slide that hand down and you're going to bring your shoulder down and your ear. Now, you can just stay here or you can bring this hand behind you and look up. So whichever one is the easiest. You can also support your body with this. So now, gently coming up and out. And then inhale, you're going to thread this way. And again, you can keep your hand here or you can bring it behind you. Whichever is going to work for you. And then just gently unthreading. And now we're going to move into child's pose. So parting, we're going to start with child's pose with the knees apart. And you're going to just move your hands forward and you're just going to reach your hands out and then just rest your body. Okay, you can go ahead and you can stack your hands if you'd like so that you can rest your forehead. Again, and if you can also extend so that you can release the forehead to the ground. Again, find a position that you like, that suits you. This is also a resting pose. So take a few breaths here. And now just gently making your way up into a sitting position. Another body sigh. Gently bringing one foot to the floor and then the other foot to the floor and just gently coming up. Now, this is Tadasana. I'm going to take you through the sun salutations and I'm just going to show you them for this class. Some of you may know them, but for those of you who are new, I'm just going to go through each one so you can see the sequence. And then next class we'll do some sun salutations. Okay, so Tadasana, we want to stand with our feet rooted into the ground. You can imagine that roots are going down to the center of the earth and wrapping around the center of the earth. This is a beautiful grounding pose. If you feel out of balance and you're just scattered, you can just stand and your hands reach down and your shoulders are back, the crown of your head is reaching towards the sky, and you feel solid. Okay. Now just stepping to the top of your mat, we're going to bring our hands to our heart center. And then reaching up, breathing in. Exhale, gently holding forward and bringing our hands to feet if possible. Now I'm just going to show you a modified version of this. For those of you who can't reach to the mat with their hands, they can always put these here and just release the head. And now we're going to go into equestrian, so your left leg comes back. And go ahead and just release that knee to the mat for now. This is a modified version. Your ankle is underneath your knee, so you don't want to be over it or like this, because that can harm the joints. So just keeping it like that. And for those of you who find this uncomfortable for the knee, you can always put a towel there. I find it uncomfortable, so I lift my leg. So if this is comfortable for you, go ahead and do that. And this is equestrian pose. Okay, now we're going to move into downward dog. So you can go ahead and bring that knee down, and then the other one next to it. And I'm going to move these away. Hands come down, fingers apart. And what you're going to do is reach your hands out a little further, and you're going to tuck your toes there, and you're going to keep your knees bent, and you're going to start like this. This is modified. And you just look down to your mat and breathe. And then we can move into the full pose by just reaching the heels towards the mat. Some bodies can have their heels on the mat, just not mine. I've never been able to do that. And again, some bodies are just more flexible, so just be okay with that. And you can go ahead and bend your knee if that's better for you. So this is downward dog, and again, you're reaching your sacrum up towards the sky. And then we're going to go into 8 limbs pose. You're going to bring your knees down, and you're going to kind of swoop through, and you're going to keep this area up. It's not flat because your 8 points of the body are touching the ground. Your hands are next to you. And then we're going to go into cobra. You extend the legs and then just gently look up and breathe. And now we're going to go back into downward dog. So tucking the toes. This is where you gently push your body back up, and you can keep your knees bent here or extend out, making any adjustments. Okay, so your left leg went back last time, so now your left foot, you're going to bring this one, and you can also help it along. You can do it like that as well. And again, you can always bring your bricks back there, and you can release this leg if you wanted and looking forward, or you can keep it up, looking forward, breathing in. And then we're going to move again to hand to foot pose, so you can keep the bricks here, or you can release them if you can reach the ground. And then you're going to reach up, breathing in, exhale, hands to heart center. And so now notice the beating of your heart. Just see if you can have your thumbs just gently pressed into the chest, and notice the beating, how energizing, how stimulating the actual practice of sun salutations is. So this practice alone, if you wanted to do a beautiful cardio workout with, all of these poses married together, then you'll have a complete practice, and you can do it as long as you'd like. So for today's practice, I just wanted to introduce the poses. So next class, I'll take you through some rounds of sun salutation. Okay, so now it's nice to have a chair for the standing poses, especially if you're learning it. And of course, if you're a practitioner and you've done lots of yoga, you don't need it. But it really is a helpful psychological crutch. And especially with balance poses, because before we practice yoga, our balance isn't quite optimum. So we can develop it as we do more and more of these balance poses. So today I'm going to just show you tree pose. And we're going to use the chair here. So first we're going to stand in Tadasana, like I said, nice rooted pose. And you're going to gaze about eye level to a point that is immovable. So just find your point that does not move, standing tall, relaxing, feeling grounded and rooted, and breathing. And now you're just going to gently put your hand on that chair, and with the other hand, just see where you can place the sole of that foot. Ideally, you want to bring it up here, and you're not crouched over or hyperextended this way. You just want to have the pelvis tucking that in like that. And if this is too much, you can bring it down to the calf, as long as you don't have it over your knee. Or you can have your toe touching the floor and just gently there resting against the leg. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the full position here. Okay, so now I'm going to bring both my hands together, and I'm just gently have my hip just gently resting against the chair, and I found my point, and I'm just gazing at that immovable point. And now breathing in, reaching up. And if you fall over, that's okay. Just bring yourself back into the position. And your hands come back down. Hand goes to the chair, and release that leg to the floor, and stand and close your eyes. Open your eyes. And now we're just going to gently move the chair over to the other side. Again, what we do on one side in yoga, we always do on the other. That way we're balancing both sides of the body, which of course also helps to balance the hemispheres in the brain. So it's a cognitive practice as well as a physical practice. Okay, so now we're going to be in Tadasana, standing and feeling rooted and finding that point again ahead of us that's immovable. Now you're going to put your hand on the chair, and you're going to move to whichever is, the best position for this sole of the foot. And the hand comes to the heart center, and you're just gently resting against the chair, gazing at that point. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to heart center. And to the chair, and releasing that foot. And standing Tadasana and closing your eyes. And opening your eyes. And you'll notice that one leg is definitely stronger than the other, which is normal. So I'm much stronger on my right leg, and I'm very wobbly on my left leg. So that's okay, that's natural. So we're just going to do one balance pose for this class, but in some consecutive classes we'll do some other ones. Okay, so now I'd like you to make your way down, again gracefully, to the mat, rolling down slowly. And we're going to move into mountain raises and bridge pose. So what you're going to do here is bring your soles of your feet closer to your sacrum area. Adjust your ponytails if you have to. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Okay, your palms go down on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, you're just gently going to bring your pelvis up, reach it towards the ceiling, and then you can make sure that your ankles, you might have to make some adjustments. Breathing in, your chin is gently pressing into the chest, which helps your thyroid. And then exhale. Breathing in. And really lift those thighs skyward. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Now just resting here for a moment with a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale, come on up one more time. Now you're going to move your hands underneath your body and you're going to clasp your fingers together. And if this is too much, just go back into the mountain raises that we just did. So you've got your shoulders tucked under, and now you've got your chin pressing gently into your chest. And breathing here. And hands release. And you gently come down one vertebrae at a time. And gently releasing your legs fully out and relaxing. So just notice how stimulating that is too as you feel your heart beating. And now we're moving into Shavasana, which is the relaxation part of the yoga practice, and one that most people love the most. So just get comfortable by releasing your ears away from your shoulders, finding, just a relaxed way of allowing the body to rest into the floor, feeling like the floor is enveloping the body, and you're just sinking all tension into the floor, allowing the floor to take all tension, and breathing. Allowing the hands to be soft and the feet to be soft, your eyes to be soft. And now I want you to bring your attention to your toes. And you're going to repeat silently everything that I'm saying. I relax my toes. My toes are now relaxed. I relax my ankles. My ankles are now relaxed. I relax my feet. My feet are now relaxed. I relax my calves. My calves are now relaxed. I relax my knees. My knees are now relaxed. I relax my thighs. My thighs are now relaxed. I relax my hips, and my hips are now relaxed. I relax my back. My back is now relaxed. I relax my shoulders. My shoulders are now relaxed. I relax my arms. My arms are now relaxed. I relax my hands. My hands are now relaxed. I relax my neck. My neck is now relaxed. I relax my head. My head is now relaxed. I relax my ears. My ears are now relaxed. I relax my eyes. My eyes are now relaxed. I relax my jaw. My jaw is now relaxed. We're just going to gently bring your feet to the floor and gently allow your knees to go to the left and your hands to come underneath. So you're just going to rest here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, just gently press up into a sitting position. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like for another few breaths. But when you're ready and you're in a sitting position, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to bring your hands to your heart center and you're going to just bow and honor yourself for bringing yourself to this wonderful self-care practice. And then we bow to one another and we say Namaste. Thank you.